Alright, guys. I think this is... Crap. Hold on. Let's see here. Finder. Movies. There you go. Yeah, okay. It's day 16. Sorry, I had to remind myself. Day 16 on this world. Oh, jeez. So, do we think I'm staying here to tweak this landscape? I mean, this landscape still isn't terribly inspiring to me. But I do have to settle down and build something. You know, for your benefit, for my benefit. Ah, bunk. Gotta do something. Unfortunately, the town's not going to protect itself very well. We have got to build a wall. And I guess... Whoops. My tool's in here, bro. I'm guessing that's going to mean cutting down a lot of trees. Cutting down a lot of trees. Let's see here. Let's see. I don't need this junk in my inventory. Leave me alone. Oh, yes, okay. Mangroves. I should experiment with those briefly. Don't need that in my inventory right now. What I want, I don't know. Well, I have mangrove saplings, so I can sacrifice this stuff. Yeah, a lot of work must be done here. A lot of work. So let's make a fence, yo. That's not how to do it. I almost fell for that trap again. I did that recently. That was pretty bad. Boink. Boink. Okay. So boink. And very good. It's not nearly enough, but we'll get something started. Oh, it's probably gonna take thousands of these. Hi. How you doing? So, I suppose I could... Hey. Hey, he's walking! And he walked right over the fence. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't think they're very hostile, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Hello? I could just, let these all grow. Forget about it. See, I'm going to spend my entire existence doing this, and you guys are going to hate me. The problem is, I don't have any off-camera time. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do one day on, one day off, show you the evens. I'll piddle around on the odds. Maybe? I don't know. Alright, so let us begin, I suppose. Thing I'd like to do is even things out a little bit. I suppose I don't necessarily have to obey the ground. I could use this as a marker of sorts. So yeah, I could talk a little more about game dev. I mean, I completely botched talking about it up until now. Yeah, I gotta keep going. Is that a cat? Oh, for a second there, I felt a Klingon sneeze coming on, but it had diffused into a yawn. Oh, Bakeba. Alright, so... I have opted. I do not know if I will go anywhere with it. But I don't have a thing on me, do I? Nope. This will be mildly annoying. Hell with it. Come back here. Come back. Thank you. I have downloaded MCP, the Minecraft... What am I saying? Module loader. No. You stay over there. Or not. Nice. What are these flowers even for? Do I get to use them for anything? Doesn't appear so. Oh, helps if it were in my hand. So that's not quite far enough to encapsulate the town. But it's something. All that space in between obviously is going to have to be filled in too. Well, let's start tearing things out. Minecraft something loader. MC... Man, why can't I remember? Anyways, it is not Forge, but Forge is backwards compatible with it. So it should still be Forge compatible. I will investigate later, if absolutely necessary, how to work with Forge instead, because that's what all of these modules are built on, Forge. And the idea is I'm going to take a stab at making a Minecraft module. I'm not entirely sure what I would start with. I should start with something obviously very small, but I also want it to obey my general expectations here. Oh, that's a different kind of oak and spruce. Okay, so the little guys are different. But basically obey the notion that I want it to only enhance vanilla, not change it into a whole new game. Now that might be just trying to add one new... Oh, that's not a tree. Oh, what am I talking about? Adding one new biome type, perhaps? Or maybe try one new creature? One of the things I would like to do, and this would be really selfish, I suppose, but it would help with the Let's Play, like gathering a Let's Play audience, insofar as maybe make a mod that only I or my server, let's say this was made for Deneb, have. So it's exclusive content. So you'd have to watch the Let's Plays to be able to experience it. That's kind of selfish, and I don't know, but there's another reason why I might want to keep it to myself, and that is because the temptation is to make a module that puts in the content that I have in mind for my own games. And yes, they are conceptually Minecraft compatible, with the possible exception of the fact that you have to start out as a human being. Whereas in my world, there are like 50 races, and you can earn your way into playing any of them. There are only like maybe 5 you could choose from when you first start the game, because you have not yet established yourself in a roleplay sense, and that's a mechanic I have in mind that I have not seen done in other games. But it's not so far a stretch that mentioning it is going to cripple my my ideas. Hello, birdie, birdie, bird, bird. Let's just spontaneously pull a B-double-O. Let's see. Alright, I've been watching his Cube World stuff a lot lately. Oh man, I thought that was like a giant gorilla. Why aren't there any gorillas or apes in Jark's stuff? I guess you can only... it must be hard making that stuff, so I can't really blame him. I don't really have enough wood to do much of anything yet. But, I could potentially yank some of this out. They don't need a back garden. Now, this still begs the question, if Jark's has animals unspawn at night, does that mean keeping like a pen of sheep is impossible? I saw in the configuration file something about pets, and there was like a maximum number of pets you could have, like or tamed things, like 10 or something. I upped it to 30 because I figured, well, if that is how you're going to have sheep in the future, then I'd prefer that you'd be able to have enough to actually do industrialism. If you wanted to make a living. Let's say there was a guy in town who gave emeralds for wool. Anyways, so I have a world. It's tentatively called Shintera, which is like a mixture of languages. It's basically Japanese in the first part and like Latin in the second for New Earth. But it's not a bad name, but the thing is, it doesn't make sense in the context because the creatures and the setting and everything like that, it's not Earth, and It's not even New Earth, and the creatures don't know English or Japanese or Latin. So why would it be called that? So it's basically a working name, like a working title where until you figured out what you want to call it, you just call it something. So that's largely what I'm dealing with at the moment. Whoa. Hey, you, butt. You stay over there. But, you know, it has a lot of creatures in it, and way more than Jarks, which means I potentially never actually finish working on this project, or beginning, because it seems so overwhelming. And that's a danger. But, you know, maybe I could add one. Oh, holy darkness. I might be able to add one of the creatures and just start from there and see what happens, or maybe make a few new biome types. One thing I'm going to want to do before Deneb is better categorize the... Oh, you butt. Get out of there. Better categorize the... the biomes, so that I could start setting creatures aside into them in ways that make contextual sense. So, that's day 16. Sorry, it was a little bit short. These are going to be shorter now that I'm like forcibly having to go to bed at nightfall. Once the town is reasonably well protected, they'll probably draw back out to the 14 or 15 minute range. But until then, please have a good night. Please come again. And please do something constructive. Help the world. Do something. I don't know. Anyways, good night. Thank you.